hometown business owners Wyatt and Lance Bush teamed together to form Craven Customs, a father and son duo scavenging the web along with the Northeast Texas woods in search of rusty relics. While buying and building on a budget, they recreate and preserve hidden patina, giving each one a story of its own. Chasing their passion, they're giving the past a future, saving lost dreams one vehicle at a time. With help from God, these guys are Turnin Rust, brought to you in part by Maxed Trailers.
Look good?
Looks good to me.
Well, what do you think on her?
I'm glad to see she's here.
Yeah, me too. I mean, of all the old stuff we found and come across, being 80 years old, I mean, I feel like she's in pretty good shape too. But
I'm kind of excited to see if we can get her going.
Yeah, still having the original motor and transmission in it. And definitely be cool to see if she'd crank up and move down the road again. I mean, bad thing is a lot of this old stuff was normally parked for a reason, so don't know if it has some issues but I figure as long as it's not locked up and somewhat complete, should be able to get her up and going again. But
think them old tires will hold any air?
We can try. They don't look like they should, so they might.
Yep.
Definitely help on unloading it, get it inside a little bit easier, but I know that one back there ain't gonna hold no air, but
no.
Might be able to find a spare to put on it. But get it off the trailer, get it inside, a little bit better working environment. I'll have a lot more patience with it and trying to see if she'll run. But
Yep.
all in all, hopefully we'll have favor with it.
I hope so.
that we got this old girl unloaded and into the shop, we're just going to dig into her just a little bit deeper. We don't know a whole lot about the truck. We've continued to study up on it. There's nothing on the internet about this whole thing. We've come across just very few pictures from just brochures. There's one form of literature that shows us there was very minimal of these things even made. So it's very possible that this could be the last one of its existence. With the truck being 80 years old, it's had some dents and dings and damage over time. So we're just going to see what we exactly have, kind of take our first steps. Hopefully we can get this motor turning over. If it ain't locked up and we can get some fire and some gas to her, she may pop off and run. Well, I figure we'll dig into her.
All right.
I think most of everything as far as getting to the engine is going to be inside the truck here, which may be fun. Just got a little engine compartment here that you can see half the motor with, but I don't know, I figure it might be beneficial to go ahead and pull all these plates off, because you know we're going to have to get to that carburetor and stuff on the other side of the motor. But,
right, yeah.
I don't know, I guess we could get those out of the way. You figure pull the plugs and get a little oil down in them and just try to work that crank back and forth some.
Yep.
I don't even know where the battery would have been. Looks like the cable runs back here. So I don't know if it's up underneath this plate here or...
Something underneath there or something?
Yeah. Probably have to pull that plate off. Battery might sit there. And get all that stuff out of the way. We can see a lot better and a little bit
Get some light where there's never been any light.
A little easier to work with it. So grab some tools. I think it's about a 3/8 or 1/2 inch. At least they designed this where you could get these plates off.
Yeah. Could you imagine trying to work on that thing from the front?
That's about all I can do is imagine it. You know, it may be a good reason why all this stuff's still here. Is a lot harder to rob parts off of it with it hidden.
Right, yeah.
I guess they
Let me get...
put them an aftermarket heater core there.
Yeah. You want me to go ahead and try taking some of these out here, or?
No, we should be able to just leave that stuff flipped over. I think mainly just this left side of the engine, the driver's side. Yeah, it looks like a flat blade.
Yeah. Got it.
Yep, there's a battery tray.
Yep.
Here, let's try to get this up out of our way here. Man, chair's stinking heavy.
Yeah.
I think I can get it.
You got it?
Yeah.
Ready?
I think so anyways. Whew. Should be a lot lighter now.
Well, you can see the transmission.
Yeah. Transmission and
Brakes.
master cylinder. I don't know what that would have ran to.
Emergency, probably. Emergency
Yeah.
brake.
Whew. Yeah, I think there's a flat blade or a flat-headed screw. Let me try to get this out. I may need a bigger flathead screwdriver. Or maybe not. I think it'll come now. Got that one. Looking on the odometer, shows, what, 50,000? Yeah.
Maybe original.
I'm sure it is. It's all the linkages kind of. There we go. Maybe.
Get this flipped down. Okay.
Yeah, they made that cover pretty tight to everything, didn't they?
Yeah.
It's pretty clean though.
Yeah.
You can tell where that old valve cover's leaked a little bit over time, but that's to be expected. You see the dipstick anywhere? Yeah, it's right down there.
Okay, yeah.
Hey.
Looks a lot better than mine.
At least it ain't rusty.
Yeah. Showed to be full too.
Trying to see. I guess the carburetor's mounted right down there, below the manifold there. Instead of being on top, it's down below.
Oh,
so.
yeah.
Well, we want to pull them plugs out and
I think we need
try to see if we can get something on that crank maybe and work it back and forth and see if it even tries or what it does.
We need to mark those so that we know.
They're probably so old they'll probably hold their shape and let's see. Yeah, they'll just they're kind of frozen time, so I think it'll be all right on that. Looks like they're about the 13/16. Yeah. Might grab some penetrating oil too. Now that we got this old engine exposed, it's everything that I was hoping to see. It looks to be very complete. It's not really as dirty as I expected it to be. We checked the oil. The oil looks really good for an 80-year-old motor. So right now we're just going to pull the plugs, put a little oil down in them. I'll try to get on the crank, just work it back and forth. If it is locked up, normally if you can get it to move just a little bit, it may take a little bit of time just back and forth. Once we get it turning over good though, we'll just move on to the next step, get fire, get gas, get it down the road.
I don't know what all you need, but
Got a light?
let me see if I can find one.
Kind of curious to see what the bottoms of these old plugs look like.
Surprised me it wasn't a flathead though. I would have thought.
Yeah, I'm assuming it's probably going to be I think it's an old 6-volt system.
More than likely I would think so, being 40 model.
Unless someone had converted it. Put that light down here. That will come out pretty easy. Yeah, pretty carboned up.
Yeah. But it looks like it'll clean up.
Tops of them don't look too bad though, so I don't know how. They ought to date those things, or you can kind of have an idea at least the last time someone changed the plugs in it.
It's an auto light.
Yeah.
2 auto lights and an AC.
Oh yeah. Definitely gonna be a good motor then.
Something we can work on.
Yeah. You know, surprisingly though, there's not animal nest everywhere.
Yeah.
I mean,
As tight as that was, you'd have thought they'd have got all up around it.
yeah, even the old wiring looks to be in pretty good shape on it. Wherever he found it, it may have been kind of protected from the elements somewhat. That's got them. Figure we'll get a little funnel and just put a little bit of oil in there and
Alrighty.
see what she does. I think I can reach them pretty easy. That front one may be a little bit harder to get at.
Kind of put a little on your finger and just dab it. A little dab will do you.
Think it'll turn over
I think it will.
today?
Now you're going to pinpoint it down.
Yeah, like I said, the good thing is though that there aren't parts robbed off of it. So, I mean, most of the time if someone has it and it breaks down on them, especially back then,
Yeah.
you just grab a starter or a carburetor or something off the other one to help get you by. I hope they ran out of gas in it. And that's a whole story. Unlikely, but good story.
Good story.
I guess we'll try to see if we can get on that crank and out of gear. Get on that crank and see if it'll move any at all.
What do you think on turning it over with?
Be cool if we had the old handle it would originally come with to
Yeah.
turn it over. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's kind of got a little slotted hole in the crank there. It looks like if I can get like a wrench or something, I can stick in there sideways. Heck, just any of them. It's moving.
Is it?
Yeah.
Faster, faster.
I just can't hardly get much of a turn with so tight in there. Let me try to use something that's maybe like do we have a small ratchet handle? Like a ratchet with a small handle?
I think we do over another box.
Or even an extension. Like a 3/8 extension? Yeah. Oh yeah, that's better. She's turning a little bit. Well, kind of stopped. It's turning. I'll try to go backwards just for the fun of it to let that oil
Yeah, work up and down.
kind of get everywhere on it, but I feel like I've made probably pretty close to full rotation. I've turned it both ways pretty good. I feel like if we put a battery on that thing,
Kind of hit it and let it.
yeah, let the starter turn it over a lot quicker. See if we even, looks like we have any compression or not.
Yeah.
Like I said, I think it's going to be a 6-volt system, but we can hook a 12-volt up to it. It'll just turn over a little
Spin
faster.
faster.
As long as we're just, you know, don't turn on the headlights and all that mess. But
Right.
cable's pretty rough, ain't they?
It's pretty rough. Yeah, that's a good thing. That's a negative.
Yeah. Yeah, I think on these old Chevrolets, they were still just negative ground on the 6-volt. A lot of the Fords were positive ground, but I guess we'll hook one up and find out.
See which way the sparks go.
I think she's good and charged. say we want to go ahead and try negative ground?
I think so. Not gonna fit in there.
It'll work. Let me move it back.
No, that's fine. I'll turn it just a little bit. Okay.
Yeah, may need to clean those.
Yeah.
Try it out though.
Not quite getting far enough down to push it.
Ain't touching it, is it?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Probably need to clean those cables ends.
Let's clean these ends.
I'm gonna see if I can find a. You got something to clean with? I'm gonna see if I can find a brush or something, maybe real quick. I don't see anything.
I don't guess we've got any extra cables around here, do we?
No, I don't think so. And if we do, I don't think they.
I think we got some shorter ones.
Yeah, I think they wrong ends on them.
Yeah. Well, probably have to run to town. Maybe the negative wasn't too bad. Positive one was pretty corroded. The negative cable's just gone.
And it's hard to say it maybe on the other end also.
Yeah.
It's pretty rough.
We'll try it. If it don't work, you want to grab that voltmeter and we'll see if we're even getting juice down there to it. No spark or nothing when I try to hook that up.
You ready?
Yep. Nothing?
Nothing.
Yeah, let's grab that meter and see if we're even getting juice down there. Got a hot battery.
That's what that's for.
Let's see here. We're losing, well. No.
It's getting down there.
Yeah.
Maybe something in that starter.
Yeah.
Or possibly that.
Yeah, I guess this basically would be like an old school your solenoid part of it there, so it could be corroded up inside there. Let's grab you want to grab a hammer and we'll just kind of peck around on it and see if we know we're getting juice to it, so. Good old bare hands on these old mouse turds. Keeps me healthy.
I brought a small one to try and a big one to fix it. That got where you can oil the bearing there at the end of it?
I'm not sure. I'm gonna try pressing it. Nothing?
Nothing. I'll just go ahead and hold it while you.
Nothing?
Nothing.
That feels kind of easy, don't it?
Yeah.
Pressing that. Doesn't look like it's much to get that starter off there. If we want to try to pull it and just see if we can get it working, you know, off the truck. I'm sure the old brushes and everything in it are probably rusty and try it. No. Yeah, let's go ahead and pull that off and where we can get it outside the truck and oil it or whatever we need to do.
Loosen it up.
Throw it, buy a new one.
Trying to see what size that is there.
I think
9/16 or
9/16, I think.
Need a wrench.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and try to pull this linkage loose. Pair of needle nose. I'm gonna do it with my hammer. There we go.
I don't know if you're gonna take that cable off first and get that out of the way so we're not.
Yeah.
Trying to take it off after we get it off.
Spray it down. We may have to get under the truck for that other one there.
I'm gonna get under there and look real quick, just see what it looks like. Try to anyways. Good and crusty under here.
It's bigger than a 9/16, so honestly, I think it's even bigger than a. It might be a 11/16.
Let me see if I can get you one real quick. 11/16.
Alright. Did you find that one?
Yeah, I found it. I'm gonna grab a 3/4 inch wrench. Will a ratchet wrench work on your top side?
I've about got mine.
Okay.
Watch your eyes. I see me knocking all kinds of little pieces of dirt down there. Keep your mouth closed. There's a lot of mouth stirs.
Yeah, I don't need to go home with that on my breath.
Yours coming?
Yeah.
Need some WD-40?
No, it's easy. Like I say, you just gotta get that crud broke off of it and
Yeah.
just amazes me though. I mean, as nasty and cruddy as it is though, I mean, I'm just handling.
Yeah, all the threads on everything have been really cooperative with us.
Alrighty, I got mine.
See any other ones? Or is it just the dirt and grime that's holding it on there?
Dirt and grime. That's
Watch your eyes.
Alrighty.
Yep, there it is. I guess I'm gonna drop it to you down low.
Okay.
I got a washer here. I'm trying to get off the top of mine.
Yeah, I see what you're talking about on that cover on the flywheel.
Yeah, it's rusted out. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, here it comes. Like I said, there's a bunch of trash coming with it. Got it?
Got it.
All right.
There she be.
Be a lot easier to mess with now.
Yeah.
It's pretty rusty itself, ain't it?
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah. The whole bottom end of it's
Missing.
rusted away. I don't know if that thing will ever work. And I guess we can pull it apart and see. I don't know if there would have been anything in this area of the starter right there that it would have, or if everything's back in this housing, or part of the housing.
Right. Yeah, I'm not sure where the brushes would have been on it.
Yeah. It's really, I don't know how, I mean, it's like really clean in part of that in there. So I guess do we want to just try to pull it apart? I mean,
I don't think we've got anything to lose.
we have nothing to lose at all on that. So pull it apart and see what all has turned into dirt.
Right.
It's pretty small, maybe like
no,
it's not that small.
3/8.
3/8 maybe, or 7/16.
Here's a 3/8.
Screwdriver or something I can get the dirt off of it with. We're a lot smoother at that on normally.
Lost my touch.
It's 3/8.
Get some WD.
I actually may just try to take this little button off the side here first, because it looks like there's just a thin sheet metal strap that runs across there.
Yeah.
I don't know what that does, but it could possibly be rotated maybe if we had to. But if we can pull this off and maybe clean it up before we have to get,
get into
too deep, might be worth it. Hopefully it might just be a little corroded up in there on that button.
Need a bigger screwdriver.
Yeah, if you can find something that's got a little bit wider head on it.
That ought to be a lot better for you.
It's not very deep.
Get my hands down here so you can stab them.
Really soft metal on them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's not going to come. Get on it with those?
I don't know.
I'm gonna go grab that jump box where we can hook it in and just kind of play around with it outside here. Just try to hook some power to it, and we can tap around on it a little better and see what it does. Ready?
Yep.
Oh.
Yep.
Well,
Just needed to
yeah,
be
it's a
bumped
little-
around, didn't it?
a little dry in there, you can hear it. I'm gonna spray that. Praise God, I seen that rust hole on the bottom. I didn't figure that down here.
Right here at this.
I didn't figure that it was gonna
Yep.
even try, really.
I'll put some right in there too, if you don't mind. Just
Right there?
Yeah.
Do we need some oil instead of that?
It might not hurt, but
I gotta see if I can find a little oil.
you got some on that shelf in there at the top.
Try that. It's definitely a good step in the right direction.
Yeah.
Let me just try to work this back. Try it again.
I think so.
A lot better, don't
A
it?
lot better.
You go with that?
I think go with that. Be nice if we could rotate that though, and or at least put something over it maybe.
Yeah, we can.
If nothing else, we can, after we get it back, we can.
Right, yeah. Come back to it. Hopefully it don't start getting contrary once it's back on the truck. Yeah, put that screw back in there. Well, it just had to be scared enough that we were going to break into it to try to mess with it.
Yeah.
Guess we'll throw that bad boy back up there. I got it. All right. Probably go ahead and let you get your bolt on there first.
Okay. Okay, I'm started.
All right. I think I'm just going to leave this other wire that runs to the starter that would hook to the charging system unhooked for right now, since we're running 12 volt. That way we don't have to worry about any of that
Right.
stuff messing up. And obviously we'll have to run a wire to our coil.
Okay, I'm finger snug, so.
All right.
I'm gonna go ahead and tighten it, or?
Let me get mine on there real quick. Alrighty, got mine started. Well, get this on there and see how she turns over. See if it looks like it got any compression or not.
Okay.
Good?
I'm good.
Alrighty.
I'm gonna come on out from under it.
Alrighty, you're good. I think that's got it. You can go ahead and give it a try.
Yeah, as long as we're in neutral. Well, yeah.
Should work. Give it a shot. Find my battery cable again. She gonna turn over?
I think she will.
Let's see. Here we go. Moment of truth. Ready?
Yep.
Uh-oh. Oh, there it goes. Turning over. Lots of compression.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel it blowing way up here.
Sounds like it's turning over pretty good.
I don't hear any knocks or anything that sounds like it's scary.
You can tell it's moving the oil around pretty good too. It's thin. Don't smell like gas though. I figure I'll turn it over a little bit more and
Yeah, let it get everything lubricated.
yeah. I think it needs to just spin just a hair. There it goes. I think that's good. Guess let's go ahead and wire's smoking a little bit. It's not hot. I think it's just that old oil and stuff that's on it. I guess we'll pop the distributor cap off and check the points, and if you want to find a wire that we can run over to the coil.
Okay.
Get some fire going on. Well, we do at least still have points in there.
Well, that's good.
Them old wires, see, they're pretty petrified, just kind of stayed where they were at. They don't look too bad. Not bad at all. It's probably the littlest rotor button I've ever seen. Yeah, someone had to put their points in here at one point. Found the wire.
Yeah.
Trying to clean these points up just a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and pull it loose, the old wire loose, that way it's not feeding back through
Right.
I guess we probably need to clean them spark plugs
That's
up a
what I was
little
gonna
bit,
ask. You
don't
want
we?
me to? Okay, I got that.
Alrighty, I just got this wire looped around here where I can run it straight to the battery. They clean up pretty good?
Yeah, pretty good. There's one here that ain't got much of a gap. I'm gonna give it just a little bit because it was touching. Yep. Yep, they clean up pretty good.
Run this up underneath here where it's somewhat out of the way. I cleaned them points up best I could with the screwdriver. I may have to get a little piece of sandpaper or something, but figure we're at a spot where we can try it out real quick.
Yeah, let's see if we're.
Oh yeah, it's sparking here, so I bet it's working just fine. Well, I can get this cable on there. Here we go. Try it out. Oh yeah, I ain't never seen one have that much spark. Was it sparking a little bit
Yeah,
at the
something
cool?
sparked up there.
Yeah. Oh, it's just because we
Yep.
ain't got the wire on there. Well, cool. Let's put the plugs back
Yep,
in it.
they're
Yeah.
right here, so.
Put the plugs back in it. Try to find the carburetor. It's kind of hard. You don't really see it over here.
Yeah, I was looking at underneath there around the gas tank. It didn't look like it had been sitting on the ground or anything, but.
Oh yeah. So
I
you think
didn't-
it still has gas in it? I doubt that.
I doubt that.
I doubt it's anything we'd want to use if it did.
Yeah, they don't have much of a gap on them, but.
Yeah. Don't let me forget to put that rotor button in there. We're trying to figure out why we're getting fire at the points but not at the plugs. I guess it sounds as well as it could turning over. It's hard to tell until you actually get it up and going if there's anything loose in there.
Well, I hope when I'm 80 years old I've got that much compression.
I've read up a little bit on them these Babbitt motors, and I guess, you know, the bearings were really bad about going out on them pretty easy.
Sound like you're doing body work while you're doing it.
And making more work for us later on.
You taking bets on if it cranks?
Oh, it'll crank. It'll crank. I don't see why it shouldn't, as long as we can
get fuel to it.
Yeah, get fuel to it, and as long as, you know, all the valves and stuff are working like they should be. I guarantee you we should at least get a sputter or something out of it. It's going to clean that, but it's not that bad. Yeah, them wires. Definitely something we're going to have to get around to.
Probably won't be able to buy any form fitting.
And the coil wire, wherever it went. Oh,
Tried to
almost
go
landed right
yeah.
in spot.
I said, tried to plug itself in.
And them things are brittle. So we know we're getting fire at the points. Should be getting fire. I didn't look at the inside of the distributor cap, but the button was good. I say let's get a little fuel in it and see what it tries to do.
Can you see anything about the carburetor?
So it's hard to tell. I'm pretty sure that's the breather there. I ain't never seen one that small. I can pop it loose. Yep.
Oh, wow.
Little bitty coffee can looking thing.
Yeah.
You want to try to spray some carb cleaner down in it and see what it does?
I know what it's going to do.
I know what I want it to do.
I don't know if you want that little end on it, but it's there.
It's pretty neat. It's still, the gauges actually have a, you know, a oil pressure, all of that stuff. So, and it's all hooked up still, it looks like.
Huh.
If you want to hook that wire and the battery up. Got it?
Got it.
Get comfortable here. Flame to shoot out. I guess I'll spray it a little bit and I'll try to keep it running if it tries. But kind of a long ways down in there. Try it.
Oh, just a sec. Got hot.
Yeah.
Ready?
Yep. Sounds like it's trying to. I hear kind of some kind of a sound though.
Yeah.
Every once in a while. Honestly, we may need to pour a little gas down in there. I don't know as far away as that is
Right.
if I'm really getting enough of the... There's a
Funnel.
funnel right there.
So if that don't work, I can empty that little squirt bottle that's got a little oil in it.
I just want to give it a little bit better drink than what it was. Yeah. Guess try her out.
Contact.
She's getting close. I don't want that starter to get too hot though. Is it warm on the outside? I noticed a little bit of that WD-40 still.
No, it's fine. It's out on the outside's fine.
It's just that old wire.
Mm-hmm.
She's right there. We flooded it a little bit, I think. Either that or I'm trying to choke it out a little bit with my hand. It may just be getting too much air. I don't know where the choke setting's at on it. Like I said, everything's kind of froze up. We need to spray it down good.
I think this one here may be your choke.
Yeah, they're all froze up. Let's go again. She's wanting to.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Again?
Yeah. Alrighty. It's definitely a good runner.
Yeah.
I mean, it sounds like it's pretty solid. I mean, of course, we can't tell until we let it run a little longer, but it's not locked up and she does run. So I figure we'll go ahead and get some gas hooked up to it. I don't know if we'll have to gravity feed it or heck, the fuel pump may still work on this whole thing. So if we can get that hooked up and try to get it to idle.
Loosen up some linkage.
Yeah, get some penetrating oil on some of this old gas linkage. And if you want to grab that fuel tank, I'll go ahead and get some WD-40 and let that stuff be soaking.
Okay, watch for me. You found the tank?
Yeah, it's right there. The good thing is there's plenty of spots to set this old tank in here for now. It revs a little. There's a little bit in that throttle, but I think there's still something. If we could ever get gas into that carburetor, it might start loosening some stuff up.
Right.
Good thing about gravity is most of the time it don't quit working.
Yeah.
I think if we set this gas tank up here on the top sheet metal up here, it should give us plenty of height to let it flow good down to the carburetor. It's a good thing about the carburetor being down that low.
Yeah.
And like I said, we may have to pull it off and
let me see if we've got us a leak here or not. I think I've got it good, but it'll tell on itself real quick if I don't. You got anything coming out your side?
I got it all back tight, so I don't know. It would be going into the carburetor. So.
What do you think? Up here?
Yep.
Looks like that'll work.
Factory.
Just because those plug wires bit me, I'm going to move that just a little bit.
Well, let's try it out. I guess I'll go ahead and just give it a little squirt of gas to prime it a little bit. It sounds like I hear the gas pumping down into the bowl though, so
Alrighty.
I think we got a clean line. Should fire right up. You go for it.
Alrighty. You ready?
Yep. Oh, she's trying. Try to give it a little gas. Alrighty.
Water really odd.
It's gonna idle. The choke was wide open, so I choked it just a little bit. How can it sit there and idle?
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Sounds really good. No knocks.
Choke fell loose there. I have to get that cable hooked back up. But
Yeah.
sounds good.
Yeah.
I don't see no smoke or anything like that. But tell we ain't missing a muffler or got a big old hole in it or something. But other than that.
Yeah, they wanted you to know they was coming to town when they was coming through.
Yeah, which we know it only be a lot better get them old plugs and wires replaced on it. But
Yeah. Check that oil.
looks pretty good.
It's clean.
Might not hurt just to go ahead and drain that old oil and put some fresh oil in if we're going to try to drive it. But I mean, I'd love to. I'd love to see if it would move and everything, but I don't know if the clutch is going to cooperate with this. Huh? It does move up and down.
Yeah.
How does something set that long? And yeah, I mean, we've had a few little problems with it, but all in all, for something that's set that long.
Right, yeah, and be 80 years old.
Yeah, you know, I wasn't really sure. Trenton kind of acted like he was a little concerned that these old 216 Babbitt motors wear out pretty simple, but odometer showing 50,000 miles sounds pretty good to me.
Yeah, yeah.
Looks like the drain's way at the back there. Find a pan?
Yeah, I'll just slide it in from the front here. You can move it where you need it.
All right. There should be some oil in there on the shell.
Okay. Come loose?
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. I don't know about a filter on this thing. I don't see anything that even looks like an oil filter. Do you?
I was looking earlier and I didn't see anything. I was kind of looking for like an oil bath type something or another but I didn't see any indication of anything where it would even come off at.
Yeah, oil it feels good, but it is pretty dark. It's got a little color to it there, but that's it. Feels good. Did you find the oil?
Yeah, it's right there. Put it inside.
All right.
Looks like it's a fairly easy spot to fill it up there, it looks like. So.
Yeah. Funky looking little oil plug, ain't it?
Yeah, see a little something on it just real quick. I don't know what that is, wire or something, but.
Oh, that's about got it there. Put that in your truck.
You put that in my truck.
Got funnel?
Yes, sir.
Should go ahead and pour it. That door, heater core being in the way there kind of makes it funky. Should work.
Ready? Here we come.
All right. I don't think this thing has an oil filter 1 on it.
Which doesn't make sense, but I don't know what they did back in the 40s.
Drove it until it broke down and then got something else. Let me check it. I don't think that was a full. I'd used a little bit out of it for something else.
We'll give it a few seconds to go down. Shows on the full.
Looks good, don't it?
Yep. My goodness.
We're gonna have to get you some glasses.
I've got them, I just don't wear them.
Should do that then. So if there ain't an oil filter to change, it's gonna be hard to do that next step. So. Well, I say let's get it off these little rollers and
Put some air in it.
put some air in the tires and see if we can move her down the road. So the clutch is at least pedals moving, you know, as long as that clutch disc ain't rusted itself to the flywheel there.
And it is springy, so that's,
Yeah.
it's not like it's going down and you having to pull it back up.
Right. Let's get it off these things. Gonna have to get me a seat though. I don't think this thing's gonna work too well with me standing up trying to drive it, so I don't think that battery is gonna clear getting that back in there, so.
No, we should have another one though, a little smaller, maybe on the Volkswagen.
Yeah. Yeah, that should work. That one a little narrower.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should work. Oh yeah.
That one fit down in there pretty good?
Yeah, it worked. I think rather than running that coil wire straight down here to the positive, I think we just need to clamp it on to the starter there. That way once we're driving it, if we need to kill it, it's a little easier to grab hold of than down here. So
Yeah.
once we get that seat plate up here, that's gonna be hard to get at it.
Right.
So I guess I'll try it out, make sure we got a good connection. Yep. Looks like it. So I'll clear all this junk out of the way and grab that seat.
Alrighty.
Figure I'll go ahead and have you help me a little more going in. It's heavier than what you think it'd be.
Yeah, this seat is heavy.
It's mainly all in that seat part. If I don't fall through the floor. That floor is pretty soft.
Okay, let me set it down for just a second.
All right.
Okay.
Should work. I don't figure we're going to put them other panels on there right yet. I hate to put them on there and need to get at something. But
Right, yeah.
I figure as long as I can sit here and get to the pedals and everything,
Yeah.
Should work just fine. A little weird feeling, but should work. I guess that's how they drove them back in the day.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, I figure we'll probably go ahead and shoot some air in the tires and get it moved around a bit and shoot for the outdoors. Crazy that these old tires even attempt to hold air.
Yeah.
You want to know something crazy?
What's that?
If that is a lot of these tires have the date code on them. If that's the date code, most of the time it's the week and the year. It shows those would have been the 20th week of 39.
Oh, wow.
So those would have been, I guess, basically the original tires on it. That's crazy. So you know this thing's been out of service forever.
Yeah.
Always scares me.
Yeah.
Shooting air into these old things.
Especially when they creak.
I'm gonna say that's good. That back one over there's still.
Yeah, the back one's fine, yeah.
Crazy, that was the worst looking tire and it's still got air in it. That's the best one we got and I think it goes down the quickest. Cool. Think kind of re-angle it just a little bit so we can go straight out?
Yeah, because too much trouble to try to fight it inside.
Let's see what that looks like. Maybe a little bit more. I think I can just come right out of the angle. That should be good. Well, get it off the dollies and see if she'll even try to move forward or backwards.
I think so. I mean, we're at that point.
Yeah. Good on my side.
Alrighty. 2 down, 2 to go.
Still no leaks on that radiator. Little more. Should be good. You know, we've got some sheet metal rust here and there on the van, but the frame, solid as can be. Everything looks really good up underneath there. Good?
Good.
Coming down. Well, things are getting serious. Think we need to strap down the old gas tank?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put that up on there just so.
See if I can find a strap. I think there's a little short one over there by the...
Oh, yep,
yeah.
I see one.
Should work. got it. We'll hook it right back in the same spot.
Yep. I guess having the gas tank strapped to the heater is not going to be anything, is it?
It shouldn't. We ain't driving too far. That'll give us something to keep our haters happy anyways. Should be fine. I don't even know if that thing's still hooked up.
I doubt it. We won't turn it on.
Well, we want to crank it up and see if I can get it to move.
Let's see if it moves a little bit.
Let's try it out. I don't know where that choke's going to be set at. She may be a little bit stubborn. We're definitely going to need to get a new choke cable for it so we can adjust that. Let's go for it. Works. Well, reverse is in kind of a funky spot there.
Yeah.
I guess it would be a 4-speed then. Reverse is kind of over here where second would be, but over a little further, so. Try to get it outside?
Yeah, let me get something to help block the door up. We've got to get up a little higher.
All right.
Looks like we sprung some kind of a leak.
Oh, yeah. Finally leaking, ain't it?
Yep.
Huh. Doesn't look like it's coming out of the radiator. Yeah, that top hose out of the radiator is just dry rotted as can be.
Yeah.
So probably building up a little pressure from the heat, but should be fine. Guess I need to go ahead and move my truck out of the way.
Yeah.
No brakes and that being there don't add up good. I think those doors will latch there.
They should, or at least close as well as they were.
Keep me a little warmer anyways. I don't know which one this one goes first. Maybe.
Something caught.
And check that water and make sure we're not leaking out too much.
Yeah, got a little puddle, not a whole lot.
Yeah, let's go ahead and top it off real quick. Just for the fun of it. We ain't going too far, but
No.
I doubt it'll even get warm by the time we get there.
Yeah.
Well, I'll pull it out and ride in it with me down there.
Yeah.
I'll get it pulled outside real quick. See her move under her own power after who knows how long on the original tires. With a gas tank strapped to the heater.
Strapped to the heater, yeah.
Alrighty. May let you go ahead and kind of hit that starter. It's a little out of reach.
You ready?
Yep. Hard to see. See anybody coming?
Don't look like it. Come back.
Good?
We're good.
Woo! The seat about threw me. Should definitely get some looks in this thing going putting down the road. Low geared. Great, back doors clear. Third gear. Yeehaw! Like a bucking horse. Try fourth just for the fun of it. That's all the gears.
That's all the gears. That's all she wrote. They're shooting at us.
Oh, slow down. Now if we can just stop.
Don't make it.
Made it.
Made it.
Well, we made it.
Yep, we made it all right.
It's absolutely crazy this thing still runs that good.
Yeah.
I mean, it's our first journey and after who knows
Yeah.
how many years. When we first come across this old truck, we were so excited to even find this old thing. In all my searching, I've never seen a step van even familiar to this. I've dug around on the internet and I'm quite confident in knowing that this is probably the only one of its existence. And to know that she actually still runs is just so cool to know that the only one is still up and running now. There's been a whole lot of controversy of what we should do with this old van. We love custom builds around the shop, but with a piece this rare, it would be really cool to see it go back to its originality. With that being said, we're going to keep working on it. We'd love to hear your comments. Hope that you enjoyed this video and be sure to tag along with the rest.